Lee Jones here from Hotspawn, and I'm joined by Safe after a series against Fnatic. Let's just start, I guess, at the end there with Haven, since it's probably fresh on the mind. Why do you think they were able to get back into it? Really, it looked like you guys had it pretty much under control. Um, yeah, why do you think it was able to turn around?
Um, I mean, it could be a lot of things. I think we have a little bit of a language barrier that we have to fix maybe because like English is hard for for example both for Lessing and Zaivov, and they understand like a lot. Like yeah, sure we can do whatever the hell they understand. Like a lot of things. It's just when it gets really hectic and there's like high intensity moments, some words get lost in translation or don't have the same meaning. And then we end up doing something that's not really like according to plan. So I think it's just like obviously we played bad, nothing to take away from that, sure. But I think we have a lot of things to work on, like when talking to each other and trying to minimize mistakes in comms, because the more words there are, the harder it is for us to understand it sometimes.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And do you think maybe the first map might have like taken it out of you a bit as well, like especially going on for so long and there was pauses in a few games as well? Was it just like a bit
No,
of a
I don't think
draining
the
one?
first map had anything to do with anything. Like it's just really unfortunate. Obviously, like losing the pistol on Haven as well, like on defense, and then it scaled, and then they started snowballing the rounds, and obviously, yeah, just some a little bit of everything maybe.
Hmm. Fair enough. Um, do you feel like Durka may have been like affected a bit in the build up? Like he didn't, I wouldn't say he played bad. Like he didn't maybe have his best game, but obviously that was like where all the focus was, at least like from from the outside. Do you think that had a bit of an effect?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I didn't notice anything on him. I think he's fantastic. He always does what he needs to do, and he trusts whatever we need to do. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously like rough when you play your previous team or whatever. Like you obviously want it to go well, but shit happens. I mean, for him, I didn't notice any difference. I don't think maybe he subconsciously felt different as everyone does. Like that's human nature, but he was a warrior. So yeah.
Sure. Um, just kind of rewinding a little bit, coming off of Bangkok, because I know you guys were kind of like a bit hesitant to really give like an immediate reaction, like in like the post. I remember in the post-match press conferences and that, because obviously once the game's just happened, it's hard to. But now that there's been a bit of time, what are the kind of takeaways from Bangkok then? Yeah, after you guys had time to kind of digest it.
Um, I don't know. Takeaways. Like the only thing that's hard for us is ourselves. Like it's not really anything outside or a comp or something like that. We just need to like just communicate like better or like reach a place where we all understand each other well so we can execute things well as well. But it's like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing to take away from Bangkok. A lot of things like in high intensity moments when there's high pressure, it's like a bit new for some, a bit like up in the air. I don't think it's much more to it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Um, Obviously there was the change then from Trex to Zyvoth as well. Why do you think that there was a change made? Because from the outside, a lot of people I think kind of saw that and thought maybe like, well, I think people were just generally surprised. Like obviously you won kickoff, and to see a change following that was a bit surprising for a lot of people, I think. So why do you feel like there was maybe a change necessary, and what is it that Zyvoth has brought?
I mean, I'm not commenting on the change. It's just teams make change when it doesn't work for the team. That's it.
Sure,
Like that's all I say about that.
no, fair enough. Um, then looking next week, you've got Heretics. Heretics are kind of a funny one, I think, where like obviously before the season they were probably expected to be top two with you guys, but then yeah, they kind of had a bit of a slow start. But then yeah, yesterday they looked better again. So how do you kind of evaluate them? Do you think they're going to be a tough one next week? How do you think that might go?
Um, yeah, I mean, they will be. I don't know. I have no clue. Everyone shows up on a given day. Maybe they will be good. Maybe they'll be bad. Same thing for us. Maybe we'll suck. Maybe we'll play good. So
Okay.
yeah.
And how do you see the two groups as well? Do you feel like the groups are a bit skewed? 'Cause obviously having yourselves, Fnatic and Heretics, if they're looking good again, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some cinema going on. That's all I have to say
Okay,
about that.
fair enough. Well, yeah, maybe we'll leave it there then. Thanks very much for your time, Safe. And yeah, best of luck in the rest of stage one.
Thank you.
Thank you.